Mike Maloney, Aric Bobzien. Do you expect a double dip?
No.
Why?
Mike Maloney. Eric's shot really well at certain times. Mike Maloney just whooped him in that King Seat match. 3-0.
3-1.
3-1. That's fair. Mike's just been throwing really well. He's also handled his opponents throwing really well tonight, which sometimes can be his downfall at times. It has not been here. He's been throwing extremely well, and I fully expect that to continue.
Yeah, and well, here's the thing. We've seen some brilliance from Bobzien, and I expect him to continue that. We've seen some absolute brilliance from Bobzien, but it's going to be a tough task to double dip someone that's this informed, no matter who they are. If they're Mike Maloney, Mike Baloney, Mick Maloney, doesn't matter. Does get the diddle, though. That's step number 1.
So Aric will go first. Finals of the Pro Singles. The winner earns an invitational spot, along with some money.
Some money. Yeah, what are payouts looking like here, Sean?
$550 first place, $300 to second. You know what that's called?
Money.
Gambling funds.
Is that what it is?
When you're at a casino, yep.
There's a reason they didn't pay us in advance, Sean.
There's a reason my wife only put enough money in our account to get me here.
Makes sense.
Well, how about perfection right out the gate from Mike Maloney?
Yeah, gonna be.
We're in those.
Pretty good spot.
Do you think he cleans his Hey Dudes, or does he just buy new ones for tournaments?
If he keeps winning all these prize pools, he probably buys a new pair. I always said I don't want to be rich in life. I want to have enough money where I can wear a new pair of socks every day. Mike Maloney said the same thing. Just replace socks for Hey Dudes.
More expensive. It's
different goals.
He has better goals.
Way better dart player. He wins more.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I feel like Mike Maloney needs to be sponsored by Hey Dudes.
I'm surprised they haven't reached out yet.
You know what I'm saying?
Bobzien catching the wire does correct, but will not be at a finish. Maloney here.
Advantage.
5 marks. Getting a ton here. Will do the job. Oh, drops the dart here. Bad transfer. You're just going to reset yourself. You see a little half step off the line. Deep breath. You want to try to just re-engage after that first dart slips. Does correct really well. Yeah, good shot there from Maloney. Oh, Bobzien, though. How about a 180 there to put the 111 under pressure?
It is under pressure, too, and you see a little facial expression from Mike. Needs the treble 17. Tops.
Does get it. What a find.
Gets it.
What a find to break throw to start off our finals here. Throwing those beautiful Winmore barrels.
I've won a blind draw with those Winmore barrels.
Might be the only blind draw you've ever won.
With those Winmore barrels, yeah. And recently, yeah.
Oh, Bobzien here just going to try to course correct. He just needs to get himself settled.
Jason, the good news about being sponsored by Hey Dudes is that the Hey Dudes have the logo already on their shoes. So he just has to wear them.
That is true. He's wearing his Maximum Precisions, the design jersey. That's his company with Mr. Daniel Baggage. Starting off with a 9 mark. Mike Maloney's on a mission, folks.
Smashing in a 9.
Well, let's talk about how impactful it is, right? To get your spot in the Invitational Shootout, solidified at the second stop of the 2, where you don't have to leave it up to Chicago. You don't have to fit in another regional. That's why Alex Spellman went on a whim to Florida and got his spot.
And boom goes the Wisconsinite. 9 mark Bobzien. Adds another one to his name.
And that 19 feels free to him at the moment. Fortunately, with that segment going haywire, does have to go ahead and do the cover shot on the 17s. I like the switch here, but it leaves Bobzien with an opportunity. I honestly think you do first start 18, then go close. He goes close first. Up top. Does the 18s now?
Staying.
He does stay. Finds a 9 mark. Oh, look at this.
Back-to-back 9s from Bobzien.
Yeah, 4 mark there means that Bobzien is like, all right, I'm just going to continue to try to run away with this. I'm throwing a 7.67 again. 2 Mike 6.67. 18s free. 17s not as free. A lot of movement. Moves over to the 16s. He said, you know what? You see Mike Maloney got to do a little bit of a head turn there. But that's still a perfectly fine dart, especially because 2 trip 17s does not regain the point lead.
Well, Mr. Watt, I feel like if there's someone that would be able to give him that training, it's probably the rep of one of the company they sponsor by. Train him.
Someone has to reel in Maloney. Bobzien's going to be the one to do so in this leg.
Troy, the state's ticky-tack strategy is expect your opponent to hit a 9 mark every time, so you have to stay up that many points.
Oh, and also, if you don't hit a 9 mark, curl up and cry.
Yep. Thanks for playing today.
7 from Maloney there. 6.4 plays 7-0 right now. Bobzien just needs to get the close on these 15s. These 18s, I don't think he's missed the trip 18 yet. Imagine he's going to just continue to pad a little bit here. Right at the 15s. Big close.
Maloney double.
Hand. I don't think he's missed an 18 this leg.
I mean, he just Maloney double Maloney.
That's twice the double Maloney.
And Mike's just practicing for the next leg.
Yeah, not going to be able to pretty much get this one. So Bobzien here, make this one apiece. And this final, so far chalked up to be a great affair. It has been.
There you go. 6.6 defeats the 6.0 of Maloney.
Maloney back there, he is all serious. He knows he needs to capitalize on a big start here. They're all business right now, these guys. Does get in, but only with a 60 here, so Bobzien early opportunities. Again, that target line, 80 to 110 open is kind of where you want to find yourself. Hugging the wire. And executes. How about that? Shanghai in for Bobzien.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Sam. And JJ says, and this is why the 15-inch is much more entertaining to watch. I hate to agree with you, but I'm going to do it.
Old move to say.
It's so much great. It's
so much
to see so much greatness. It's really what you want to see.
Yeah, just some excellent play.
Reality of it is the 13-inch board is technically still a little bit smaller than a steel tip board. So it's just even a little bit more difficult.
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
That's a 180 from Mike Maloney.
So timely. Even the 136. Great checkout range. Bobzien going to be under attack. 100 is not enough here.
Needs a 180.
You need to stay true. You there? It gets a little wiry. You can still stay on. Does go down. Leaves the 160. 136, though, just seems so tantalizing. Stay on there to leave the 36. Does do so. But we've seen 160 ends. Can we see a 160 out, Sean?
I wouldn't put it past Aric to do it.
He was like the guy up for the job.
He's not.
Not today.
So Maloney should have 3 clear at 36. Probably only need one of them.
Yeah, just checks it there. So now Mike Maloney on match point in our finals here. Get his spot and solidify to the invitational shootouts.
Yeah, Troy, sometimes it's just, you just shouldn't try.
Here we go. Bobzien. He resettles himself before throwing this first dart. I think he's feeling the heat a little bit, but he's also not going to waver because of that. Mark, get things open. Best worst opening. And the reason I say that, by the way, is because you can still have a 9 hit against you and lose the advantage. Trip 19 for trip 20, meaning that if you hit anything more than a 5 mark on your open on the 20s, you're going to have a opening that can't be fully shut out. Bobzien, 2 houses. Down a little bit in points here. Now he has to switch to his 18s. They have not been trusty in this visit for him. Didn't miss a single one in leg number 2. Now only hits a single there.
Ready to close the 18s. Still got a lot of points out of it.
Yeah, Bobzien here just going to try to focus on... Again, you have to play a little bit more conservative in Aric, and you gamble only towards the end of the lace if you have to. He's down and 2-1. Mike Maloney has the advantage from the seat. You need to play a little bit of conservative darts, and there, with only finding a 4 mark, Mike Maloney could potentially set up a big shot here. He has to hit the big shot, though. Double 18.
He went for the Maloney double, too. He missed it by like 2 holes. That's crazy.
Yeah, but he got missed inside.
Yep.
And that's going to be his entire defense when he listens to this back. Now, going over to the 18th here. Now, even if Aric hits the first 2 and gets the point lead, I don't know if you go for the close here. It's going to be a tough scenario. It's not really. It's kind of a danged if you do, danged if you don't kind of moment. Yeah, it does find 7 there. Maloney expects, though, going to find a trip in the first 2 darts there and then be able to pop a single 18.
Cheers, Troy. Appreciate that.
Pops it.
Yep. Gets rid of it after just nonchalantly throwing 2 triple 19s. You know, might as well. 17s here for Aric.
And this is a good find. He needs to follow that barrel in. Needs to stay true. Just one more helps.
Yeah. I was expecting him to take a look at the 19s at some point.
I just don't know if that's the exact point there, just because of the fact that it's 55-point difference here. Yeah, Mike Maloney, those 19s are free for him. Over to the 17s.
Everything's free for him.
7.0 for Mike Maloney. He's about to go up 3-1 and win your singles finals.
Yeah, if he goes up 3-1, Aric's in a lot of trouble. Like second place trouble. Like he will win second place.
Oh my goodness.
Only 5. So Maloney can win it right here.
Oh, look at this. Mike Maloney has it teed up here. And honestly, Bobzien's thinking, man, what else could I have done? Yeah, this guy's playing tough.
Yeah, 6-5-7. Aric's played great tonight. Honestly, at times, it's been masterful. 3 9 marks in that one leg. Troy, I am the boom guy. That is me. So, I'm on here too. John Green, good to see you again, buddy.
Hey.
Cheers. And congratulations to Mike Maloney. Singles champion for the pro side.